Welcome to the demonstration of Scientech 2515 mode characteristics in fiber optics. This is the basic setup for experiment. With this setup, we can measure numerical aperture of a fiber and we can verify the V numbers of single mode and multi-mode fiber cable. On the other hand, we can also observe the intensity patterns of single mode and multi-mode fiber cable. This is a helium neon laser source of 650 nanometer wavelength and 2 milliwatt power. Please avoid direct exposure to laser beam always. This SMA connector is used to couple the fiber cable with the laser source. This object is a screen holder used to hold the numerical aperture measurement screen as well as mode observation screen. This object is a fiber coupler. It is used to connect the other end of the fiber cable into this one. You can tighten the cable using the two screws. We provide two types of fiber cable with this setup, multi-mode and single mode. Connect a fiber cable between light source and the fiber coupler. Match the height of the screen and the fiber tip. Switch on the laser source and wait for some seconds. You will observe that laser beam will strike at the center of the screen. Adjust the distance between screen and fiber tip so that the beam should coincide with a certain circle. Measure the distance between the screen and the fiber tip using the scale. Two marker points are given here to get the perfect distance. To measure the diameter of the circle, you can use the vertical scale. Here, the diameter of each circle is printed on the screen. Put the value of distance L and diameter W in the formula and calculate the numerical aperture value. By using the value of numerical aperture and the other parameters of given cable, put all the values in the formula for V number and calculate the V number for a particular fiber cable. Now to calculate the value of numerical aperture for a fiber optic cable, we will use the formula N is equal to W upon under root 4L square plus W square. As we know that for a multi-mode fiber cable, diameter of co is equal to 1000 micrometer, hence the radius will be 500 micrometer. If we recorded W is equal to 24 mm and the length L is 50 mm, then Na will be 0.233. We can also calculate the value of V number using the formula V is equal to 2 pi A upon lambda into Na. We know that the value of wavelength of the laser source is 650 nanometer. So the value of V number will be 1127, which is more greater than 2.405, which shows that this is a value for multi-mode fiber cable. In the same way, you can connect a single mode fiber cable and perform the same experiment with the setup. In case of single mode fiber, as we know that single mode fibers have much smaller core sizes, they propagate only one mode, hence the output from a single mode fiber is an almost ideal Gaussian output. Coupling light into a multi-mode fiber is relatively easy However, maximizing the coupling to a single mode fiber can be a bit difficult and time consuming repetitious process. This procedure requires a little patience because of the small core size of the single mode cable. A very precise alignment of the fiber to the incoming beam is required to match the incident electromagnetic field distribution to that of the mode which will be propagated by the fiber. In the same way, we can calculate the value of numerical aperture for a single mode fiber cable. The diameter of core is 9 micrometer and the radius will be 4.5 micrometer. If we coordinate W is equal to 5 mm and L is equal to 45 mm, then Na will be 0.055 and V number will be 2.41, which is approximately equal to 2.405, which verifies that V number is for single mode fiber cable. The variation between the recorded value of Na in datasheet and the observed value of Na is due to fiber being underfilled, and for single mode it is because of different operating wavelength of single mode cable. As we know that single mode cables are commercially manufactured with the operating wavelength of 1300 to 1600 nanometer, and here we are using a laser source of 650 nanometer. The other experiment is to observe the intensity pattern of the modes for a single mode and multi-mode fiber cable. For this, we will use this mode observation screen. Get ready the same setup as previous, and you will observe a laser beam spot on the screen. In this experiment, we have to couple light into the multi-mode fiber and observe the maximum intensity of the light at the mode observation screen. In this experiment, we are supposed to optimize the coupling such that we observe the LP01 mode. After this, deliberately misalign the coupling such that one of the higher mode is excited. Misalignment of the coupling can be done by loosening the SMN connector and moving the fiber tip inside the fiber coupling. We can observe the variation in the patterns, that is intensity distribution occurring at the end of a multi-mode fiber when the input beam position is varied. This causes the change in percentage of the light coupling efficiency in the core, and variation in the modes are observed. When this is done, the near field of the fiber output can be inspected and the field distribution of the individual mode can be identified. Due to the interference between many different modes propagating within the fiber, the output from a multi-mode fiber is a fleck pattern instead of uniform Gaussian output. The larger the fiber core size, more are the modes appearing in the fiber output. With changes in temperature, movement, vibration and other external factors, flex pattern cause the change in it. In case of single mode fiber, as we know that single mode fibers have much smaller core sizes, they propagate only one mode, hence the output from a single mode fiber is an almost ideal Gaussian output. Coupling light into a multi-mode fiber is relatively easy. However, maximizing the coupling to a single mode fiber can be a bit difficult and time consuming repetitious process. This procedure requires a little patience because of the small core size of the single mode cable. A very precise alignment of the fiber to the incoming beam is required to match the incident electromagnetic field distribution to that of the mode which will be propagated by the fiber. As the operating wavelength of a single mode cable which we are using in this setup is 1300 nanometer to 1600 nanometer, and the source being used is of 650 nanometer, and for wavelength smaller than cutoff wavelength, a single mode cable can actually allow higher modes to propagate, and hence we can observe the higher modes in the intensity pattern of a single mode fiber if we misalign the laser beam with the fiber core. In this way, we can study the basic characteristics of fiber optic cables with this experimental setup. Thank you.